It's fair to say I love the motorcycle ride in Baja, and nothing's better than going with Chris Haines' Baja Adventure to explore the backcountry of Baja. This year, I decided to go with my friends Jay and Michael. Jay and I flew from Seattle down to Lake Elsinore. Michael flew all the way from Germany to meet us in Lake Elsinore.
What is this?
Oh, this is the van?
And for my VIP guests,
What did you do for me, Michael?
just for you.
No way. So this is where I'm sitting here. You hold on to the camera, I'll jump up in here.
So this is the Paul Akers seat, right?
You know, I was thinking.
Let's go motorcycle ride!
I was thinking about bringing some stretch wrap and buckling up in there, but you know.
Right?
Yeah, I guess you could say we're crazy. But we have so much fun, and Michael is just so crazy. He came all the way from Germany to do this with us, and man, are we going to have a good time. So the first thing we did is we stopped into our hotel that night before we got to Chris Haines's, and of course we went to In-N-Out Burger, an American classic. Got some great French fries. Saw a production operation like none other.
What are you doing?
And just had a great time. Got into the hotel, and Michael
Are you ready to go
goes
motorcycle
into
riding?
full Michael
You came all the way
mode.
from Germany to go motorcycle riding?
So we got up early in the morning and we drove to Chris Haines's to get all outfitted. Now this is a world-class operation. Motorcycles are unbelievable, and he has a lot of them, including world record motorcycles for the Bonneville Salt Flat. Jimmy and his team got all the bikes ready and takes perfect care of everything. Everything's maintained at the highest
got all your
level.
socks and
They
everything?
have
Michael's
all
getting
different
all
kinds
decked
of
out
bikes
here?
and, of course,
Hold
all
it
the
right
equipment that you need.
Oh, these are clean.
Yeah, good.
Look at this ball balancing on one leg.
You're so talented for an old guy. You're not bad.
Jay and Michael, constant comics. And then Jimmy starts up one of the Bonneville bikes. Amazing.
Worry about traction.
Jimmy, what do you do with 600 horsepower on a motorcycle? That doesn't sound safe.
Go fast and hold on.
World's fastest Indian.
Go fast and hold on is exactly what we did. And then we met Chris Haines. Chris showed us around the place and talked to us about the Bonneville bikes. We just had a great time getting to know him.
I haven't been 200, not on these things.
Would you do it?
Would I? Yeah, I would do it. But my job is to keep them going.
Right.
Few on their back. That's it.
And that's exactly what Chris
Yeah,
and
you
his
gotta
team
be
does.
very
Look at this place.
How many times have
Pristine,
you run the Baja
perfect,
1000? How many times have you
immaculate, highly organized.
20. How many times have I run it? We've won the thing 14 times.
Jay, are you posing as Chris Haines?
No, my name's Chris Haines.
So we finished our visit with Chris Haines and his team, and we headed down to San Diego to the meeting spot, which is at the Marriott Hotel in downtown San Diego, right by the convention center. We put up the drone in the air and we got some fantastic footage, and we met with the other 7 riders that were going to join us on this incredible adventure across Baja. Father-son team coming from Boston, Colorado, New Mexico, and Alex coming all the way from Florida. After we all got in the van, we rode down to Ensenada and we had our first meal together. And did I tell you the food on this trip is unbelievable? Fresh guacamole, ahi tuna, octopus. We thank the chefs for their amazing hospitality of the Mexican people. The next morning we went down to our starting point at Santo Tomas. Now the whole team goes into full gear and they get the bikes ready, make sure all the tire pressure is good, and we get our briefing from Santana, our lead rider.
And dog, you better pay attention. Stay alert. Don't try to beat it.
And off we go. So we crossed out onto the main street, and before long we were on the dirt roads going through a little town and then up into the mountains. You know, can you imagine the anticipation? We've all been waiting for this for months as we plan to go on this outrageous trip across Northern Baja. First stop, the ocean. We took a little break, pulled out the drone again, and got some amazing footage. And now it's time to play in the sand. As each of the riders took off, I tracked them out with the drone. We just had so much fun. Notice the weather. It was perfect. So I tracked Arturo a little bit as he messed around in the sand, and then we took off. You know, there was this one compound that's very secretive right here in Baja, and I thought, man, it'd be so cool to go see it, but we couldn't get to it. But we asked some local fishermen about it, and they gave us the lowdown.
And he said he never watched anything in a day.
Everything at night.
Only in the night.
So no activity out on the grounds during the day, only at night.
Only in the night.
And all the convoys to get people in are during the night.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow, how interesting. Thank you, Antonio.
Oh, in the day, it's only you can see is the security guy in the ATVs around the building. That's all.
So no one knows exactly what it is, but they think it's some corporate compound that's highly secretive, maybe part of some religious sect. Who knows? But it was interesting. We didn't get to see it this time, but maybe next time we'll bring you some amazing footage. But we do have some amazing footage of the beautiful Baja coastline. Got out the drone again, went down by the ocean, went along the cliffs, and then up into the mountains. And the terrain got a little more difficult. Some of us had a few problems, a couple spills. Nobody got hurt too bad. But we continued on our journey across Baja on day one. The nice thing is, the more you ride, the better you get. Matias. Jay. Arturo. So as we traveled to the countryside, we saw beautiful farmland and these farm workers. They even put a little show as they pulled out the camera. Next stop, lunch, Colonet. We had a great lunch there, and after that, we took off down the road again. Kurt pulls a little wheelie, more farmland. So interesting. Then we traveled along the coast again. Just great riding. The interesting thing about Baja is the roads are always changing. 1 minute it's sand, next minute it's silt, next minute it's hard pack, rock, you name it, it's always changing. Ruts, smooth, whoop-de-doos. Arturo is such a great
looks
rider.
like I'm super tiny now.
Hey, I don't think you guys are very good at this piloting boat.
But it was insured.
It wasn't me.
Was it insured?
Geico.
Michael and Jay, they're always screwing around. Stopped by this shipwreck from some Chinese immigrant workers that came ashore many, many years ago. And then we continued on our way, and Arturo, he's such a hot rider. He's our sweep rider. He was behind. A lot of times that's where I was. And then I'd get ahead and film the guys. They'd come up. We just had a great time. And Bill got a great jump, but went down a little hard, but he recovered great. Then everybody comes up over the jump, and Arturo and I went out by the water, just gorgeous, and up and down the beach. So much fun. I often feel like a bandito, man. I'm just riding around. All of a sudden we come across goats, and then we're on the roads, and then we're in the middle of the ocean, and the next thing you know, we're going through a town. And then after the first day, we arrived at our hotel in San Quintin, and Ricky was there meeting us with cold beer.
What are you drinking?
It was fantastic. We just finished an incredible day of riding.
Total guide.
Michael, English, we're in Mexico. Then we flew the drone out over the hotel, out across the sand dunes, and Michael and the team, they were getting in the water.
Cold, Michael.
But the water was cold. Comics from start to finish, man. These guys are too much. It was so beautiful, and the weather again was over the top perfect. The next day, we got on our bikes, and we got ready to leave San Quintin. The crew got everything ready to go, and off we went. So now it was time to ride along the coast, back up north, but then turn inland towards Mike's Sky Ranch and over the mountains. And this was a hard day. There was nothing easy about what we were about ready to do. So we drove up this dry riverbed, and Santana got to this hill, and he said, "Okay, boys, this is it. Take the mountain." And we all went up it one after another, and I got to tell you, it was not easy. It was steep. It was loose rock. They were big rocks, and this is the easy part because I quit filming when we got to the hard part because it was everything I could do to stay on my bike. It definitely was advanced riding. So most of us made it up to the top. A couple of us had to turn back because it was just too crazy hard. But we had a great time. So we finally got to the very top of the mountain. And about 5 or 6 of us got up there. And I deployed the drone again just to catch some of the guys coming up the hill. Oh, and then we took it out and had some fun there. Tanner did a little acting for me. We brought it back across the ridge. Man, it was so beautiful. Look at this. I want to go back. That's all I can say. I want to go back now. It's so much fun. Then Matthias got the controls, and he showed me how to really fly a drone. That guy is so good. And so we got stuck because we made it up and the other guys did not. So we had to wait for him. And it was so hot we had to get underneath the tree just to stay cool. And after about an hour, Santana finally caught up to us. And then we continued on our journey to Mike's Sky Ranch. It's like a moonscape here. That's what I love about Baja. It's always changing. It's so interesting and challenging and diverse. Little pee break out in the middle of nowhere. It was about 100 degrees. And then Jay and the other guys, they went a different way with Arturo, and he brought them to a mud puddle. Look at that, almost all the way up to the seat. They had a ball too. And Riley got some great footage to add to the video. And there we are, tearing up the hill, and we dropped down over the other side into Mike's Sky Ranch. And is this place cool? High up in the mountains. It was fantastic. Just a thunderstorm just started to come in as we arrived, so we just missed
Michael,
it.
what'd you think of the day?
It was pretty intense, but I love it.
I thought it was awesome. It was a great day.
Incredible, right on. And you kick butt, buddy. You are amazing. Tanner, what do you think?
Fun? It's sketchy.
I'm with you on that completely. You did great as well.
Twig. Gnarly.
Gnarly. It was gnarly. And it's all written over your face. And let me tell you, that was an adventure beyond all adventures what we just did. Crazy good. Santana did a great job. Worked his butt off. And Chris Haines, you do an awesome job as well, man. What an outing.
The best.
The
We were a little
best.
warm, so we asked God for a little water.
And we got
it.
And we got rain now. All right.
Salucita. Salucita. Salucita.
And then how about a little opera singing? We met Antonio there, who's from Mexico. And he had the most fantastic voice. And he sang song after song. We were so lucky.
Antonio Adan. I'm from Cuernavaca, Morelos. I was born there in 1968, May 4th. Proud of being Mexican. Thank you.
Awesome. And I love Mexico. And I love going to Mexico. And I love the Mexican people. They're so gracious. And then we had a great steak dinner. We went inside. We were a little sore.
Oh, wake me tomorrow. I have a mature ride tomorrow.
So let me translate. Mature ride means we want an easy ride because that last ride was really tough. Put the drone up after dinner, got the great sunset shots, woke up the next morning, and we were ready to rock and roll. We got on our bikes and right across the river at Mike's. It was so cool. Everybody had a great start to the day. And of course, Arturo comes through here in a minute. There goes Jay, Alex, and now Arturo completely covers me. I'm drenched, but it was so cool. You know, you got to always think safety when you're out here riding because there's animals everywhere. And right here, Kurt Caselli was hit by a horse and died. One of the best riders in the world.
Probably between the bush or something like that.
And this is where they found him.
Yeah. Matthias coming when Caselli is here.
Oh, really? So were you here when they got him?
No, but we came here a few hours later.
It's sobering.
Yeah, this is
You got to be careful.
Kendall. It was on camera.
That's his wife. She left up there.
Yeah.
We paid our respects to one of the best motorcycle riders in the world, and we are on our way again. We're getting close now
How was it, man?
to the end of a 3-day journey.
Awesome.
That's the off.
All right.
Just high fives and hugs. We made new
What
friends.
was so cool about it, man?
Deep sand, good mud, excellent puddles. Yeah.
Everything was there. I mean, you like disappeared in that pond, man. All right.
Grayson was amazing, and Kurt, and Twig, and Tanner, and Riley, and Bill.
Awesome.
Jay,
Alex, Bill, Riley,
Curtis,
Grayson,
Miguelito, Pablo,
Matias,
Rodrigo.
Richard, Santana, Juan, Arturo, Matias again.
Rock and roll, Chris Haynes, baby.
follow me, Grayson.
How hard you guys worked for everything. So thank you very much.
We have fun.
Yeah, you guys
Made some
you guys are
amazing
the
new
best.
friends.
They say Santana's fast. We know why.
And we had a great time, and we will never forget it. And we all want to get together and come back and have another reunion. Baja. There's nothing like it. And there's nothing like doing it with Chris Haynes and his team. We'll see you next year on another adventure.